Hello Odoo users, welcome to Raja Technologies YouTube channel. Today we are back with one more EDI application. Let's see what this application can do. First of all, this application is for EDI ANSI X12 format. This application can export your purchase order inside the FTP, and this application can also import the vendor bills and create vendor bills in Odoo database. So let's see this application in action. After installing the module, you can see this menu on your Odoo database. First of all, you have to configure your FTP or SFTP. Let's do that. I have configured one FTP connection already. I will show you how to configure it. First of all, let's go to the new. You have to enter all these configuration including name, URL, username, password and store. After selecting the store, you can see these 5 new fields. From these 5 new fields, 3 fields are for FTP directory names, from where you want to export or you want to import your bills or ASN. Now what this fourth field is, warehouse. You have to select warehouse whose purchase order you want to export to this FTP. Now the fifth field is receiver ID. You have to enter the receiver ID which you want to export or import in ANSI X12 format. After entering all this configuration, when you click on the check connection, if everything is correct in URL, username and password, this banner will turn to green. After it turns to green, you have to create schedule actions for import purpose. We have created 2 schedule actions. Let me show you which 2 schedule actions we have created. After creating the schedule action, the button will disappear and you can see the crons created for this FTP from that smart button. We have created 2 schedule actions. One is import bill orders and one is for import ASN. Now, let me tell you what this import ASN cron is about. So when you create a purchase order, it will create a receipt also. This import ASN will import the file from FTP and it will update the quantity and a tracking number in the receipts. I will show you that later. Now let's go ahead and create one purchase order to export. I have already configured one FTP for demo. I will use that for exporting the purchase order. For that we have to create a new purchase order. Let's say I want to buy from Deco Addict. I want to enter the customizable task and I want 3 quantities for that. I also want to buy large meeting table and I want only one quantity for that. So right now my purchase order is ready, but purchase order is not confirmed. Upon confirming the purchase order, what this application will do is this will export this purchase order to the FTP and it will also show you the file inside this message. For that, you have to have the directory you have entered in the FTP syncing record to available in your FTP. I do not have that right now, so I'll be back after creating that directory. Let me show you the directory I have created inside FTP. So this is my FTP and I have created a directory test export. Right now it's empty as you can see on the screen. Now let's go ahead and export this purchase order. Upon confirming the purchase order, you can see that the purchase order is exported successfully and you can also see the file over here. This is the format for purchase order in ANSI X12 format. You can also see that file is synced with EDI. It will change no to yes. And let's go ahead inside the FTP and refresh it. We can see that file is exported inside the FTP. Now we have configured one more thing for you. In this notebook, you can see the FTP used to export this purchase order. Now, as I have mentioned earlier, we have created two schedule actions: import bill orders and import ASN. So we will go ahead and do import bill orders. Let me tell you what this action can do. This action can import bills from the FTP and create vendor bills for related purchase order. So for that I have to create file format for this purchase order to import and put that file inside the FTP folder. So I will do that and come back with that. I have created the file and I have put that inside FTP. Let me show you. This is my FTP, this is my directory, and this is the file. Let's go ahead and run manually our schedule action. What this action will do, after completing this, it will create the vendor bill for this purchase order. Let's go ahead and hit refresh. There might be some problem in my FTP. Let me go ahead and check off camera. I am using online FTP that I have found. So sometimes what happens is this FTP, all files and folders are cleared. So I have to create again this directory and put this file inside it. Let's go ahead and run manually. I hope this time it will work and create our vendor bill for this order. So let's go ahead and refresh it, and as we can see, it has created vendor bills for this order. Let's go ahead and check our vendor bill. As we can see, this is our vendor bill, and we can see this notebook page, EDI ANSI customer. Inside this notebook page, we have put two fields. One is for FTP used to import this bill, and one is invoice reference number. Let me show you the ANSI X12 format for bill. So this is ANSI X12 format for bill. I have imported this file from FTP and it has created this vendor bill. Now we have another schedule action as well, and that is import ASN. Now let me tell you what this ASN schedule action will do. So when we create purchase order, it will create one receipt as well. So what this ASN schedule action will do is it will add a tracking reference number here from the file, and it will also update the quantity if we have received the less quantity or there is only quantity difference in our bill. So I have to create this ASN file as well. So I will go ahead and create that file off camera and come back with that. Now I have created this ASN file for ANSI X12 format. Let me show you. This is the file I am going to import from FTP, and this is for our purchase order number 15. So we have to save it and we have to put that file inside our FTP. So I'm going to replace this file. It will replace the file, and let's go ahead and run this manually. When this schedule action is completed, you can see the tracking reference number inside this additional info. As you can see, this is the tracking reference number from our file from here, and it will confirm the quantity, it will update the quantity from the file. I have received the full quantity, that's why I have updated the quantity with the demand. That's all for this application. You can check out our more applications in our Odoo App Store. Until then, good day.